Hey, Summit leaders, happy Thursday to you and happy birthday to Stephanie Ferris.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Stephanie. Thank you for investing in our students and for all the nurse work you've done at camps and retreats. We appreciate you. Her birthday is next Wednesday. Make sure you wish her a happy birthday when you see her on Sunday night, which is Goodwill Formal we've got going on. So make sure that you find something from our thrift store and look nice and spiffy for that. We've also got the last week of Impossible Shot. Just a reminder, these events and these things we're doing is opportunities for our students to invite friends. It's us trying to give our students easier chances, more natural opportunities to invite their friends and be a light to those around them. So be encouraging your students in that. Whenever we have these events, encourage them to think of someone that they can invite. Some students I know maybe say, well, I do homeschool or I'm in private school. I don't know students who don't know Jesus. It's like, well, you might know some students who aren't plugged into a youth group. You may know some students who aren't really taking their faith seriously, and maybe that's the student that you need to think of inviting or reaching out to. We'll be continuing our James series. It'll be our second week, and this week James is going to be talking about humbling ourselves before God. He's going to be touching on what we talked about last week on the wisdom of the world versus the wisdom of God, that the wisdom of the world leads to not only the selfish ambition and the jealousy we talked about, but it leads to disunity among God's people, and he's going to show that the disunity actually removes the power of the gospel, and so we need to have unity as a body of believers, as a group on Sunday nights with Summit. And to be unified, we need to have humility. And humility is not always this pretty, very cutesy, calm, quiet, reserved type of attitude. Humility a lot of times is ugly. Humility is being able to be real with our shortcomings and our faults and our failures, and it's being raw and open with God and open with others. And so we'll be encouraging our students to reshape the way that they think about humility, that sometimes it is ugly. And James calls us to humble ourselves before God and spend some time recognizing where we've fallen short in order for us to allow His power to work in and through our lives. So that'll be a great continuation from last week. Then we've got SOS Registration opening up tonight. So encourage your students to sign up. It's first come, first serve. I know that there's some students who maybe are wrestling with being excited about this trip because it is a change, because it is something new. A lot of them don't even have a concept for what a mission trip can look like, but really be encouraging your students. We need to be advocates for this trip. I am 100% confident that students who go on this trip will walk away with a closer relationship with God and with each other. There's so much opportunity for community to be built, and there's so much opportunity for them to grow in their knowledge of the heart of Christ and to experience His love more tangibly than maybe they ever have before. I can promise a student's not going to regret going on this trip, and by the end of it, they're going to see the power that it has. So encourage your students. Don't let them come up with the lame excuses. This is such a great trip, and it is a can't miss week. So tonight is signups at 7 o'clock. Registration opens, and we'll be sending out a link to you as leaders to register, just so that we know who's going. We cover the cost for you, but hope that you can all be there for that. It's a great chance to further your relationship with your students and get to know them better. With that, keep joining me as we pray for our students, that each and every one of them would find family and own their faith. Love you guys. Thank you for all the time and energy you invest in our students' lives. Never underestimate the power your presence has. Let me know if you have any questions, and we'll see you Sunday night. Peace.